Welcome to the Zen Zone. Zen Lee here with one of my favorite EUCs of the year. Behind the scenes, I've been using this EUC quite a bit. I haven't made a proper review. I feel like most people kind of want to see the high-powered EUCs in the races. But let me tell you, I've been using this wheel for a few months now, and I really love it. I was using it in Madrid to get around. It's like so portable and powerful. It's the ultimate. I don't know, Begode may not be winning the racing scene in my opinion, at least here in Spain or Europe, but they're winning the beginner EUCs, the intermediate EUCs. We're gonna take a closer look at this EUC. So we're here at oneride.eu, which is where I got this beautiful EUC. They got these pads in stock, which actually work pretty well. It's got the good pedals on it, the Begode pedals. I love the pedals. What I love most about this little versatile lightweight wheel are many things actually, but this tire. I prefer the street tire since I'm going to be riding in the city, and even if I was off-roading with this thing, I think I would still take this tire. The pads fit good. Maybe they're hanging off a bit, but that's not too bad. It actually looks fine on this wheel. Nice little kickstand. This is like the most, I don't know, this is my favorite Begode wheel. Let's go for a little ride on it and we'll see some locations in Spain. And we're going to do a range test, a little bit of a range test too. So we're at full bars. I just charged it up. We have 23.9 kilometers. We're going to watch the temperatures as well. This is such a clean wheel. So the suspension is not the best suspension that you can buy, right? This is I would say it's an intermediate level wheel. Perfect use case, many use cases. So as an advanced rider, I still have many use cases for this wheel. What I love about it is the thick tire, super stable, and the weight. I can lift this wheel up with one arm. So I'm traveling around Spain right now on these amazing bike paths. I may be going back to the US soon. So yeah, I'm gonna be missing these bike paths. These bike paths are amazing. I haven't been releasing too much content. I broke my shoulders a few months ago and I've been recovering from that. Now I'm feeling a lot better, a lot more comfortable riding around. I haven't been wearing too much protection. You can tell I don't have my wrist guards on. I don't have my knee pads on, but I'm going super tranquilito. I feel like if you're going walking speed / running speeds, and you have a lot of experience and you know the place you're riding, like I know exactly where I'm riding on bike paths, you don't have to put on your full leather suit or all your protective gear. It's not necessary. I really love the stability of this little wheel, and it doesn't feel too little. It's comfortable. Like the suspension is good enough. I definitely like having the suspension as opposed to not having the suspension. You can see it's this kind of where is the suspension actually? So it doesn't have the rear coil. It has some spring suspensions in the side. Interesting. I kind of like this style. It doesn't have, I wonder what the travel is. I'll have to check the travel on the website. So not every EUC needs to be a racing EUC. Begode is really bringing a lot of people in. These Falcons are selling really well as their M10 lineup is selling really well because they're small, they're versatile, they're lightweight, and still they pack quite a bit autonomy and power. This one's a 100-volt wheel in this package. Man, a 100-volt wheel in this size package, I don't know how Begode is doing it, but it feels amazing. I'm really curious to see what kind of range we get. I almost would like to see a race on the Falcons, like a Falcon race, maybe off-road or on the street, because it would be a really fun race because this wheel's not too big, not too heavy, and it would really be fun to see like a Falcon race. Yeah, it would be pretty fun. And with this thick tire, man, this thick tire, the trolley handle is decent enough. It does the job. It doesn't bounce around. I like looking at this wheel. It's a good looking little wheel. Very solid too. I feel like it's going to be durable. Good mud guard, good kickstand. Everything about it seems really, really good. I think what makes this such a good beginner EUC, if not the best beginner EUC, the price. Whilst it's a lot higher than like the M10 and other EUCs, it's not too high. It's not over $2,000. Once you get over $2,000, you know, that starts to be a little bit more expensive. So what you're getting for this, you're getting a big, fat, stable tire. That's, as a beginner, having a thin tire, it can be a bit too squirrely and you can break your ankle, or you know, the wheel feels real squirrely. When you step on this, you can feel the stability of that 90/90 tire. I almost wish this 90/90 tire I can put it on my links, you know, the 14 version, the 14-inch version, or it would be 90-90-14 would be the tire that fits on the Lynx. I think this is a 90-90-10 for the Falcon. So the 90-90 is the height and the diameter, but the 14, yeah, the three factors that make this the best beginner EUC: the stability of the tire, the price range, and the weight. It's not too heavy. I feel like this wheel will have pretty good resale value too, because people are going to want to pick it up and learn on it and teach their friends, or have it just to like get around real tranquilito on the bike pass. It's perfect. The algorithm has been really harsh on EUC riders lately. I don't know why that is, you know, with I just feel like views are down on YouTube all across the board for everybody. So if you guys could leave me a thumbs up, if I could get 100 likes on this video, it really help me out with the algorithm. Watch the video all the way through, or leave it running, you know, leave a comment below. Really want to grow the EUC community. We really need to talk safety a lot more. I saw that we had our third EUC death in the community. It was the second death in the United States. One was in Hawaii. This one, I don't remember what state it was in, but I feel like from my understanding of what happened, the rider basically lost control of his wheel and went into incoming traffic, and yeah, it was fatal. And he was a young dude too, still in his 30s. So the EUC life is a dangerous life, you know, and we got to learn to protect each other. I feel like YouTubers, we need to like put out more safety content, but it's so difficult because it's not something that usually gets views, but it's something that keeps people coming back, you know, like safety is huge. With EUC riding too, the hard thing about teaching safety is a lot of the safety things become intuitive after just much riding on what each surface feels like. For example, this bike path surface is way more slick than the asphalt type of bike path. So you have to really change the way you ride, the amount of effort or exertion you're putting into riding on different surfaces. It's really hard to communicate all these different things too. Like green moss, if you ever see green moss, like a wet patch of green moss on your path or on your road, that is kryptonite for EUCs. You will slip. There are so many things you could slip on: loose leaves, you know, wet surfaces, just different surfaces. You got to really know how your wheel performs on every surface. If you're ever in doubt of whether, you know, just go slow. Like right now I'm going so slow, I feel safe. This is a brand new wheel. A lot of people, they get a brand new wheel and they go crazy on it right away. Brand new wheel, you should do the opposite. You should go really slow, be really safe in the beginning phase, test the limits of wheels, especially if you're a new rider. You don't want to be putting yourself into a dangerous situation until you are absolutely confident in your riding skills. You should not be worried about wobbles at all. You should be able to control wobbles. You should be able to brake on a dime. You really need advanced level skills to be riding in traffic. So I think I mentioned, or maybe I didn't, but I'm planning on going back to the US for the TEF.1 race, which is basically sold out for EUC riders and S-Skates. They're still looking for some e-bike racers. So we'll see how this race goes. It's actually a race for money. First place is €1,500. So I'd like to win that. That would basically pay for my plane ticket from here in Valencia, Spain, which I don't really want to leave because it's so beautiful. You can see, and the bike paths are plentiful, and one rides here, and there's such a huge EUC community in Spain, and amazing place to ride, and it's not so as expensive. At least for me, it hasn't been so expensive lately because I have friends that hook me up with cheap apartments, like Avo hooked me up with a great apartment. And so yeah, coming back to the US, I have no idea where to live. Vegas seems like the best place because I have friends there. I have my stuff's in storage there. It's not so expensive, and it's great location. But I've just been there for lived there for 4 years, so I know all the rides. And yeah, I want to go to new places. I want to see new places and meet new people. So man, Bay Area, had some invites to Bay Area. I like Bay Area. They have a great community, but it's just the congestion of living in Bay Area. Portland looks amazing. They got a great community as well, but the rain. And same with Seattle, you know, you got to deal with all the rain. So man, I love how this stability of this wheel. That huge tire.